Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Storm King's Thunder, episode 53. Big payday. Because damn if it's gonna be a big fucking payday.
Been that long already?
Hmm?
Has it been that long already?
What? I feel like I'm missing a reference.
No, it's like episode 53.
Oh yeah, it has.
I know, like between this week and last week, it's felt like such a long week.
Well, yeah, we've been doing this for over a year. So,
Yay!
Where has the time gone?
the last time you guys confronted Duke Zalto and his wife, you managed to defeat them both with some unlucky rolls on their end, and some good planning beforehand. You managed to defeat him, and Ragmir leaped into, after felling Duke Zalto, and before the Duchess returned from the banishment, you had handed Ragmir the iron flask, and he leaped into the forge and trapped Megara the Dawn Titan once more. Of course, this made the room livable and much less hot. You stopped taking damage, which is very nice. Leon had managed to, with clever use of one of his abilities, with the Shard of the Ice Rune, also helped with that in significantly reducing the possible damage that you guys could have had. After defeating the Duchess, you severed off the head of Duke Zalto and packed it up in your bag. You met Darif, the dwarf that Rizwin was here to find, but Rizwin had disappeared, and something about not being ready to face him. You met Duke Zalto's children. One, a spoiled princess who acted the part, and promptly left. Gave you a treasure for leaving, and you also found their son, Zaltemper, which you it's basically pissing himself in the corner because you have the head of this father.
A good interrogation indeed.
Howard.
Indeed. Through some brute force, you managed to figure out the combination on Duke Zalto's big chest and found his contra teleportation, among some coinage and other various things. I believe there was a Wand of the War Mage in there, and a potion? And no, Horseshoes of a Zephyr.
That conch was the one we were looking for, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But it is quiet. What do you all wish to do?
Here. Leon, did you get the goblins?
I think I was on the way to get them.
You went over there, and they were gone.
See.
The bag of tricks animals were still there, but
Let's see here then. I believe we picked up all we could carry, and we were just gonna. Okay, yeah, we were gonna check out that one room we didn't check out because it's right by the elevator on our way out.
Yeah, we're gonna check that room out, see what's in there, and then we already, like I said, we've already pretty much gotten everything we can, and we're just gonna travel back to the center of Elmar, and then basically see if we can either work out a deal with them to where they will lend us equipment to help clean the fortress out, or we had to use our own money in order to do so.
Yep.
Uh,
And we were gonna turn in this guy, right? The prince.
He's not really a prince. He's just was their son, and the daughter just liked acting like a princess.
Okay.
Considered her basically that's how she carried herself. Whether or not she's a real princess, you don't know.
their dad is the king, as far as we know.
Yeah. Like I thought the duke. I thought a duke was like the brother or cousin of a king. Was this fire giant like the big king of fire giants, or was he like just an influential leader?
I believe he was a duke.
Yeah, he was a duke, but like,
Oh,
but that's
no,
not like the big one, right?
No, above it would be king.
I think
Really, but-
the giant hierarchy was like the Storm King was like the higher rule, but he disappeared, so all like the dukes and stuff were fighting for.
Okay, I was talking specifically of fire giants.
I would assume that he would be the leader of the fire giants or amongst them,
Oh,
which is why it was important to get his conch, because that conch was important to finding out what happened to the Storm King.
yeah, we had to bring we got to bring it back to like the Oracle, right? And then it'll tell us where the Storm King is.
I think the con was like where we were supposed to. It's gonna lead us to them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it teleports us somewhere, or like specific. Okay.
But first, let's
yeah.
get upstairs, look at that one room, so we can get
All right.
this journey going back and forth.
So you guys head over to this set of stairs here and go up. Go up. It takes a bit because there's size for giants, and you guys are not giants.
I'm going to be just walking behind like the son. Like I'm basically just going to be playing babysitter the entire way back to the kingdom.
I'm riding on the lion, assuming it's still there.
It's there for basically for the day until it dies.
Yeah, I'm basically riding on the lion using
That or it might have it like an hour or something. I don't know the specifics. I don't remember them. Oh right, this area here. This room bears frescoes that depict fire giants forging armor and weapons, marching to war, and binding jargons and chains. 4 basalt pillars support the 40-foot high ceiling, and iron chandeliers bereft with candles hang above a pair of basalt tables. A fireplace in the north wall provides the only warmth and light. But other than that, it is empty.
Okay, so I guess we keep moving through here, because I'm assuming
We need to get here.
Oh, I thought you guys got in.
I don't believe so. I think that's the only room we haven't searched other than the exit of the
Room.
boss room. Oh, and over here.
Yeah, that's why I brought you guys over here. Anyway, you guys hadn't gone over here anyway. So, but down this hallway, there are 3 doors. The carpet of flying, and with you guys have plenty of time, there's not really much of an issue of opening doors anymore, so.
Okay.
Just go ahead and open this door, guys.
Yep.
Okay, open this door.
Alright.
Seems to be nothing.
This room contains an iron framed bed, a cabinet that seems to be filled with manacles and instruments of torture, a large cask, a barrel, a wooden trunk bound in iron and fitted with an iron padlock.
Manacles?
Oh lord.
And instruments of torture. But yes.
Oh,
That's anything of importance in this room.
Well, there is a
I know there's a chest in there, but
Right.
we'll come back to that. Just a chest in here. Let's go check out the other rooms.
I'd like to open the chest.
it is locked.
Oh. Hmm. How do I open? Damn it, we used to have Rizwan for that. Wait a minute. Dareth!
You guys do have some keys. These large keys that look like they might fit.
Oh.
Try those keys.
Reed, can I have some of those keys?
Okay.
Okay. I'll try all the keys we have.
You have 2.
Okay.
Let's see. For this room, there is like in this trunk is just some junk, but also there are. I'm just gonna write this out.
Oh, I'm also just gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic just in case we miss something. Because I got 1 spell slot left. Yeah.
You find 11,000 copper pieces, 3,500 silver pieces, 220 gold pieces, and a bronze-plated skull of a red dragon, which is worth 750 gold pieces, but it is heavy.
Okay, so for the next trip back then, and I'll add it to the list.
All right.
Alright.
Give me a moment and I'll have the money divided out for us.
Okay.
This is a similar room, and there's also another chest in here that has a similar looking padlock. Let me go ahead
There's
and write
not a
out.
chest in here.
Ooh, I have the keys. I'm coming.
All right, give me a second. In here, in this chest, there's 15,000 copper pieces, 6,200 silver pieces, 700 gold pieces, and a drinking horn made from a gorgon's horn, which is worth 2,500 gold pieces and weighs 50 pounds.
Gorgon. Oh, hey. Yeah, this one's only 50 pounds. Let's see.
Will that fit in your bag with all the coinage and stuff you guys have found?
We're just over.
Well, I was assuming that we were just going to split that coinage up, but
Yeah.
if you're kind of ruling it as we're put it in the main bag and then splitting it up later.
You guys, the keys that you guys have, like 5 pounds each, you can get rid of those now because those are used.
Okay, so according to this divider, if you're okay with the DM, it's just saying 136 gold a piece even for the 5 of us.
Oh, if you want to do the gold, that's fine, but make sure you put it in badgers too.
Yeah,
Although,
that's including badgers.
okay. Well, I mean, you gotta put it in badgers yourself, though.
Yeah, I'll put it in our inventory, but I'm just asking, is it okay if it's just converted straight to gold? Because that's what it did. It spit out as just gold.
Yeah. Oh. In that case, sure. I don't care.
Okay, I figured you would, but
And now, in this room, there are 12 iron-framed beds lined the walls in this chamber. At the foot of each bed is an unlocked footlocker made of beaten iron. 3 basalt pillars support the ceiling. When you check these, the footlockers, each one has one of the giant sacks, but they all have coins in them.
Ooh.
You find a total of 7,200 gold pieces.
I've never been this rich in D&D before.
Well, I think that might have been exactly average.
But everybody, I'll type in the gold amounts once I get everything up to date.
All right. But you guys got a hell of a payday.
There we go. Guess we just got one more room to check on, and it's on our way out, so...
Okay, so do we have enough room for the Gorgon's horn to put it in the bag of holding?
We only got 39 pounds of
Okay, so I'll
plays
add to the list.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move it into the other chests, just so they're both in the same spot. There we go.
Well, hold on. Let me remove
Wait,
the
what?
2 keys.
Can't just anyone just carry the Gorgon's horn?
It's probably too large.
Wait, it's like a bull's horn, no?
It's
It's
50
fairly
pounds.
big.
My carry weight is 65 pounds.
But
So that's
I'm gonna say you can carry it with you. It's only 1.7 pound difference. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so I'll leave it off the list.
Yes, and also since someone's carrying like the figurines or whatever and all that fun stuff, you could also just dump a few rations if you needed to.
I think we dumped all our. Oh, you're talking about individually. Gotcha.
There's still 160 pounds or 100. Yeah, 160 pounds of rations in the bag.
I thought we got rid of those.
Those are still there.
we got rid of a bunch of them, not all of them.
No, yeah, none of them have been removed from the bag.
Oh.
I thought. I think we talked about possibility doing, but I guess we didn't did say we're definitely doing it.
I mean, how much weight is a ration?
2 pounds.
50 pounds.
I'll take 10. And like just to carry on me. 2 pounds. That's that's enough for my carry weight. Okay, good.
And the 7,200 gold. That's from the bags of coins, right, DM?
Yes, that is from all the bags of the coinage that's in this. Looks like basically a basic living space. For the sake of brevity, I'll go ahead and tell you about that other room. You guys go there. It is a basalt table, a barrel of polluted water with iron pokers sticking out of it, an iron crate filled with manacles, and 2 racks of hooked poles. Hanging from the south wall is a set of rusty manacles, and there are signs of like dried blood on the walls, on the wall by the manacles. That is down here.
I added the Gorgon's horn. Alright. Well, that should be all the rooms then.
I believe that is, yes.
All right then. Where are we heading after this? Are we going to the Dwarf Kingdom or the nearest village?
The Dwarf Kingdom is the nearest place.
Okay,
It kind of
good.
is, yeah.
Because we still got to deal with this with the Duke's son. So, yeah.
Well, it may not be the closest place, but it's darn close. One of the closest. And we'll go ahead and move you all back to this map. I can archive Iron Slag. Hooray!
Yay!
Okay, so according to the maths, with everything, each of us individually, and I've already done Badgers in my, as far as separating it, we each get 1,870 gold apiece.
You're lucky I'm generous, because that copper weighs a lot.
Yeah. My carry weight, I'm technically over carry weight capacity already, and it just pushed me even further.
Okay. I don't think I'm over carry weight, but I'm getting up there.
You gotta remember, I have a negative strength modifier.
Oh, that must suck. Well, thank God whatever's in our backpacks weight is halved. So.
Alright, what y'all wish to do?
Um,
Or where do you wish to head?
The Dwarf
With
Kingdom
your-
in capital Farah, right?
I think it's what I think it was Sentinel Adbar is the one that gave us the quest, right? Or is it Telbar?
I believe it was Felbar.
Telbar?
I will double check for you.
Yeah, probably best if I learn its name so I don't go into that city just calling it Dwarf Kingdom.
Man, I don't remember if I heard this or if it was through the stream. But wasn't there gonna be like an assassination attempt in Citadel at Bar?
What's there? I'll check the quest log. I don't know if anyone's been updating that. Let's see. I'm assuming no one's updated it because meet Harshanak at the Eye of the Allfather isn't crossed off.
No. But the good news is that we're not that behind on the quest log.
Yep. Alright. Wait. Okay. Citadel Adbar. What was that place again? Because we were in Iron Slack for a long time, and you guys know my memory isn't good to begin with.
I think it's two dwarven citadels. That one, and that one. This is the one that Felbar was the one that offered us the tower. If we dealt with Iron Slag, I don't think we've gone to that bar.
No. We also haven't been here, right? Ascor.
I think you've heard of it, you just hadn't been there.
Ah, fair enough. Like that whole thing, like you see people do, where like they come out of a cave for like, or after being in there for months, and they have to like readjust their vision. That's how my memory is. Like, my brain. Yeah.
Sorry, just checking to make sure I gotten all the things. I think I need to add one to the map here.
Duke, Duke.
I just couldn't remember the name.
So, Reed, what were you doing during half of Iron Slag?
Oh, I was in another town helping. I don't know how to say it. Like the person that was left in charge of me. You haven't met her yet.
Wait, I thought that Archmage guy was your boss.
Yes, but how do I put it? Someone that used to take care of me, that was not my father, my mother, like my guardian. That's what it was. Like, my previous guardian, before he died, he put someone else to help me out, and that's the person I want to help.
Wait, are you a miner?
No,
Uh,
140.
oh. That's a little bit older than me.
Just a tad bit. Gauntlgrim is really far away.
Definitely not 3 times my age. Actually, almost 4.
And this place is what exactly?
That is where Ragnar's from.
Ah,
I wonder if he's alive.
Ragnar? Oh yeah, he is. He's burnt to a crisp, but he's alive.
Oh, wait. Sorry, my mind defaulted to Harshnag.
Oh, you guys don't know if he's alive.
Yeah, hopefully. That guy's a hero.
Okay, so
He's not as cool as Litterlass, but...
what we could do is, because it's gonna be a long journey no matter what, because we're on foot. We could either swing through Citadel Falbar, and not Falbar, but Adbar, to rest for the night, and to rest for the night, and then continue our journey on foot to Citadel Felbar.
It will take you 4 days to get to Adbar.
I mean, we're kind of at a point where we can't do much about it.
Well, I mean, if you usually don't spend the night there or whatever, I mean, but that's up to you.
Also, Ezra, I don't think that's a very good idea since we're currently traveling with a fire giant.
The only other way around it would be, I mean, we gotta take care of the fire giant somehow. So
We could disguise him as a Goliath.
what was our plan to do with the fire giant again?
I'm mostly just planning on turning him into Fairbard. Like, I'm just gonna say like he'll give up any information about his kingdom and any other fire giants or any other giant kingdom in exchange for for refuge. Since he's close to being the last of his kind, and in a war where all different breeds of his kind are fighting.
His sister's alive. There are probably other fire giants out there. He'll be fine.
Well, they're definitely out of the running for the sword, though.
You don't know that.
Oh. Huh.
Well, if that you want guys want to go through uh Bioruna's well and one stone to get to Silver Felbar instead of going to Adbar. It's a long way around, but
These two places, those were the places that Harshnag gave you to potentially pillage for giant items for the Eye of the Allfather.
ah, gotcha.
Could be dangerous, but we could find something useful there.
We don't have the means to carry anything more.
Yeah, I meant more like afterwards.
I'm voting on going to City Ardbar or Abdar, whatever.
That's why I suggested as well at first, but that's not a good idea apparently because we are traveling with a fire giant.
It's all up to you guys.
We can't just be standing here in front of the Iron Slag.
Fair. I mean, like right now, I say we just just start gunning it for Citadel Felbar.
Okay,
That's
well,
my
we're gonna pass through or around Adbar. That's kind of a given.
Are we? It sounds like Adbar's 4 days out of the way.
If you're looking at the map, no, it isn't, unless you want to go through those mountains.
It all depends. Let's see. If you guys went to Adbar from here, it would take about 4 days, and then from there, if you follow the road, it'd take about 10 days to get to Felbar from there.
Oh, in my mind, the X was not there, so that's my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. In my head, the X was like right where the text was. I'm like, oh well, it's like right here, so we can't really avoid it.
Oh no,
yeah,
you guys are. That's like a. You guys passed through that area to get an iron. No, no, you. That's right. You flew. You had an airship. Not anymore.
We really need to see is there like some kind of traveling carpenters guild.
Well, if that's the case, then we can just cut straight to Dead Snows.
Oh yeah, actually, wasn't Dead Snows the place that built like these huge reinforced walls to keep giants out?
That's okay. Technically, we have a smaller giant, so if anything, what we're gonna have to do is send a messenger out before we approach by Dead Snows.
Don't worry, everyone. We have a Harshnag situation. He's one of the goodies.
But that, yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, going to Dead Snows would be our best point of action. Plus, that would cut the travel time down to Citadel Felbar by at least a couple days.
Okie doke, I'm up for Dead Snows. Now listen, you. I have magic that helps me find people no matter where they go. If you run away, I will find you, and I will be angry.
Are you saying that to the fire giant?
Yes.
Do you actually have that kind of magic?
Let me double check. Because I thought I was bluffing, but
If he doesn't, I do.
Oh, what do you have?
I have Mind Spike.
Oh, that's only if you cast it on him.
Well, you also have the Rod of Locate Object, Ezra. You can just find his clothes.
No, I don't.
Oh, wait, who'd I give that to then?
Didn't we sell that?
It's on your wagon.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
crap!
I have Mind Spike. So
Okay.
yes, if he tries to run, I can target him and we'll know where he's going. Assuming he fails the wisdom save.
I guess coming from me though, that is a deception.
Go ahead, make a deception check. With advantage. It doesn't matter. There's no way he's gonna. He is terrified of you.
And I'm also just gonna add on. Now you follow us all the way back to Felbar and tell them everything you know about fire giants and other type of giants. I will guarantee your safety and possibly a home there for you. Capiche?
He just quickly nods his head like, "Y-
Excellent. Oh, let's get a move on, everybody. To Dead Snows.
All right. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. As you approach the familiar, because you guys had been here before, the Abbey of Dead Snooze, with a banner depicting Lathander. You guys get your rest, all that fun stuff. It takes a little convincing to for them to let the giant in, but with Pulchara, it's not too hard.
I can wrangle him in if he acts out. I remember Dead Snows wasn't really that special of a place, but do they at least sell ink or something?
Not really, no. This is like they have a hospice here. I mean, there's like a tavern and an inn, but not a lot else.
Real small town.
Okay, I'll wait for Falbar for the shopping then.
So, did you who is with you? What NPCs are with you?
I mean, I'm assuming Ragbeer's with us, and that the Elven princess, because we pretty much promised to take her back to her kingdom of sorts.
I wanted to make sure you didn't forget about her.
Probably Dareth.
Oh, Dareth as well, yeah. Because I mean, at least we need to get him to like a town or something to drop him off at.
Ragbeer.
Yeah, I mentioned Ragbeer.
Alrighty. So yeah, we have 4 NPCs with us.
All right.
Where'd you say we had to get the elf lady, Ezra?
We gotta get her to Silvery Moon.
The High Forest.
Or the High Forest.
Somewhere in the High Forest.
Somewhere. So essentially, I was totally wrong. Because Silvery Moon is like near the High Forest.
Oh crap! High Forest is like where my relative that's that's it's either a demon or an undead. It is. Yeah, he's an undead. Is.
The location you were given is somewhere in this area here.
Oh, okay.
In the big mountain range there.
Okay, and she just wants to go to like this part.
She needs to go somewhere in the High Forest.
I'm sure once we get there, she'll guide us.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Alrighty.
Guess we'll just rest up in Dead Snows tonight then. Hello, hit dice. Hello, spell slots.
You should have gotten those back a while back. It took 4 hits to get here.
Fair enough. This would be a real bad time to get mugged.
Potentially,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, depending on what's trying to mug us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I,
a traveling gang of fire giants or something.
Oh no, they're dead. Oh no, devils.
If the devils are attacking us, they're not attacking us for the money.
You'd be surprised.
It'll take 6 more days to get the Velbar.
So, anyone up for war horses?
Oh, you just reminded me. Every time we stop, even though it only lasts an hour, I would have summoned a phantom steed.
Okay.
I
How
don't
many
have
times
to
can you do
walk.
that a day, though?
It's a ritual cast.
Is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't
God.
say in that, which is what bothers me a little bit.
Get it. It's times like these that I wish I knew the spell fabricate and I could make a wagon, and then just like your steed pulls it.
We don't have to walk for a whole hour, guys.
Just an hour riding, 10 minutes of stopping, an hour
Do you
riding.
say that? You say that out loud?
What? Oh, yeah.
Like I'm checking something.
Oh, did Snows didn't
Okay, so fabricate won't work for such a thing. Ragnar has it.
Okay. Does it gotta be more of a solid mask and not wheels?
It has to be something that's not like that isn't that doesn't require like some skill to make.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, like Dead Snows also doesn't sell horses and wagons, right?
No.
Fair enough.
Well, on to Newfort.
Indeed.
All right. When you guys get to Newfort, Dareth does, before you guys leave, when you guys get here, Dareth does say, I think I ought to be fine here. Thank you for the rescue. Did you all have another person with you?
Yeah, Rizwin.
Oh, that's right. I couldn't remember if he knew.
I did mention her once. He asked.
Oh, right.
like,
He asked like
how
she's
do you know my
alive.
name?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
But yeah, she just kind of disappeared. And don't really know where she went. But who knows? Anyway, I'm just gonna like pat him on the shoulder. Whatever you do, just don't turn out to be evil and kill a bunch of people.
I'll tell you what. He is 80 gold pieces just so you have a little bit of traveling money. Get you
Eh.
decent clothes and whatnot.
Thank you for your kindness. And he just disappears.
What an odd chap.
I can't remember. Have we been to Newport before?
I believe you you have had a go past it to get to Dead Stones. You probably stayed here once when you were going to the Vordorn Forest.
You're probably right. It's probably another small town, right?
Yes, it's like a. It says Newport is a Mountain Bailey stockade at the south side of the Fork Road.
Shit, that's like a military town, right?
I mean, it does have a tavern called the Hero's Reward, run by a male half elf named Daryldar.
Essentially, it's like a 2 mile straight through town type of place.
Yeah.
Are we arriving during like the morning, or are we like coming
Let's see,
in?
to Newport.
Yeah.
It's like midday.
Okay. We probably got what, another 3 days or so to Felbar.
Do they sell horses here?
No.
Oh.
Well, it would make sense to stay here since we're probably 3-4 days of travel.
I suppose so. Let's see here. Yeah, that makes sense.
That, or we just literally walk straight through in the camp.
That's just about half a day, so yeah, sure.
Depending if they are okay with us staying here because of our fire giant.
Okay. Don't worry, everyone. If he acts out at all, I'll take care of him.
All right. All right, without issue, you guys make it to Citadel Felbar. I'm gonna say it's probably like mid-afternoon when you arrive.
Well, kid, this is your new home. By the way, some people may freak out here. Evidently, your people have been murdering their people. So, just stand close to me, and I will make good on my promise.
Hey. I'd let you, as you like approach with him in tow, the guards definitely like kind of lower their weapons or ready their weapons. State your business.
I'll step forward real quick. We were commissioned to take care of the giant fortress a little headed north of here. We have accomplished our mission, and are here to see your boss. And don't worry about the fire giant. We have him under control.
Make a persuasion check. You better. But if you accomplish what you say you have, I will escort you to the king and queen.
Lead the way.
Right. You are led, and you get out of a lot of weird glances from a lot of the citizens here because you have a fucking 12-foot tall fire giant with you, and I mean, he's not full grown, but catches some freaking eyes because he is a fire giant.
I'm used to people staring at me.
A fair point. You are given audience with King Morin and Queen Tithmel. I see you all have returned. What is that?
This is the son of the Duke.
Why'd you bring him here?
He is well, as far as we know, he is the only survivor of Iron Slag. And we have brought him here. He has promised to give no problems and give you all the information in the fire giant's hat that he possesses, and any intel on any other group of giants. In return, all he asks is for a safe place of dwelling, such as a home, because there's a big war going on with the giants, and he's pretty much the last of his kind.
You killed the Duke. Killed the
And-
leader.
Oh, right. Reed, can I get the heads out of the help bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull out the Duke and Duchess's heads.
Both the king and queen kind of walk up and inspect them. I'll be damned. He actually did it. Well, thanks are definitely in order, and also we promised you tower. Well then. Do you have any place in mind where you would like it? Anywhere in the Silver Marches, which is relatively somewhat easier for us to get to and all.
I'm just gonna whisper to the groups somewhere near Evelyn would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point. Be close to a teleportation point. That way Reed doesn't necessarily have to put a teleportation circle in it.
Wait, I forgot it. Is the is the Harper's main place in Everland or Silvery Moon? No, it's in Everland.
It's
Everland.
Everland.
Okay, yeah, is it?
That's one of
Yeah.
their safe houses, or their, safe
Possible,
houses,
actually.
or
Yeah,
Or like a base of operations.
yes. That's the one Reed's from, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it be possible to have one placed in Everland, or does it have to be outside of a city?
well, you can't really put it in city.
On the outskirts, then.
Potentially. Let me just give me a second to freaking I was gonna do this and I completely freaking forgot.
Like, yeah, probably like between Evelyn and Silvery Moon. Then
Kind of wish they would show you where exactly the silver marches are. Yeah. So you want one that's between the two locations. It'd have to be. There's a river that goes on the opposite side. Let's see. There's a river that blocks or that is between the road and the Silverwood. Would you want it on the river, or would you want it on the opposite side of the road there?
Having it built on the river wouldn't be too bad.
Basically in this area here. Somewhere along this line is where you're asking, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
That sounds more protected than on the other side. Yeah, they got to cross a river to get to us.
That, and it's only like a day's journey to Everland if we ever have to teleport anywhere.
Did you want it to be on the opposite side of the river?
You mean like between the river and the road?
Yeah, there's there's a river between the road and the Silverwood itself.
Yeah, in between there, the road and the river.
Okay. We can arrange that. It'll take 100 days to build, roughly, and
I would like to remind everyone that Badger hates that place, or it does not want to go there.
We're on the outskirts. Like, I don't know if she's like exiled, then she's not breaking the rules by being there.
The only other place we can go that's not there would be between Stone Stand and Everland. But it has to be along this line, right?
well, it's basically the Silver Marches is a decent sized area. So you're looking at like around this here.
Well, why don't we do it right here then?
Like right
So-
here?
Yeah, so it's away from Silvery Moon, and it's still somewhat close to Everland. Because the whole point of being around Everland is so that we can have a teleportation access pretty easily.
You can put it like within a day's travel of Everland if you wanted to.
Yeah, basically. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that'll work.
That way Badger will be happy.
Okay.
For the most part.
I am going to I can't give you access to this, but put someone point an arrow exactly where you want it. And I'll put this X there. Yeah, don't ping, because that's just I need an exact arrow. Okay, so right on the river.
That's fine for everyone else. I was just doing a guesstimation.
Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of putting it on the river bay.
Okay,
River.
so if you want it within a day, it's probably around this area here. Okay. All right, let me. There we go. Gonna move this down a little bit. Do you have a name for it? Tentative name?
Huh. Let's see. We got a P. We got an R, an L, an E, and a B. Blearp. Blearp.
I had a name if we put it. If we had put it between the two, I was just gonna say Evermoon. It's a combination.
We could call it Everstone.
Oh, that's true.
We could call it Seeker's Keep. Because
Look
we're
at
the
this.
truth seekers.
I was thinking, maybe Seeker's Point.
Oh, these are all really good.
Well, let's just write down all these ideas and then we'll vote on it next week.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Oh god, these colors. Some of these colors are really just awful on this map.
We have Seeker's Peak, Everstone.
Purple, blue. Ugh,
Any other ideas?
no. Pink.
Pachara and the Devils.
We'll just leave it at those two for now. If anybody else comes up with anything else.
I like both of those.
You put Leon.
I didn't put anything down.
Do you have any ideas?
Nah, not really.
Alrighty. Well, we did that. And we also turned in the fire giant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, while we have audience with them, if I may speak of a different topic.
Go on.
Iron Slag has. Let's just say Iron Slag has some monetary value to it. Now, with it being giant sized, we could not carry everything out in one go. So, I wanted to propose something for you all. Instead of us going and spending money on equipment to make trips back and forth to clean it out, would it be possible we could be provided that equipment in exchange for a percentage of profit that would have been made on said venture?
You kind of look at each other and think. Make a persuasion check. Very nice. How heavy were some of these items, or how large were they?
Let me just look at the list. I pull out a list of items. This is just some of the things that we left behind. And I'm rattling off giant sized gold rings, a brass jewelry chest, hand brush. Now, a lot of these items are at least 75 pounds or more. We had to leave behind a lot of it. We brought what we could with us, but there's easily reading off my list, there's easily 1,000 gold more than that in the keep.
Also, a giant made of adamantine.
Yes, there's also a giant made of adamantium metal, which not quite sure how you can break that down, but there's also that.
Hmm. We could potentially send some people there to collect. Do you have a list of? Do you just give them the list of all the items that you had thought of?
Yeah, I'll hand them the list, and the list will have like it'll just be like it'll have all like the detailed items,
And roughly how much they are worth?
roughly.
I was about to say, if you said there was like roughly 1,000, you really undersold that list.
They
I
did.
said I said at least.
Yeah, there are 6 rings in there. Each one of them are worth 2,500.
Yeah, that's really where most of the money is worth, right there, because you guys didn't take those with you.
Yeah, now looking at the weight, I wish we did take those.
um, your persuasion check was really high, so they're actually going to, and you've helped them out immensely, so they're going to trust you on these and these monetary values. We could potentially grant you 10,000 gold, or perhaps some magical items. I guess maybe 2 rare or 3 rare, or 1 very rare, maybe.
I'm just like gonna look at Ezra. I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. That sounds like a pretty good deal, actually, for magic.
It's a very tempting offer. I wouldn't be too much to see these items before we'd agree to anything.
Oh, of course, of course. Basically, what you're going to say is if there's an item you want, they might be able to get it for you.
Gotcha.
Basically, let's see. Up to 3 that are rare or 1 very rare.
Because player speaking, there's only one item on my list that I would love to actually get a hold of. But that's player speaking, of course.
Or I guess it would be, basically, it'll be 1 very rare item, or 2 rare and 2,000 gold.
I'm gonna like whisper to Reed, like, you think we could get an instant fortress?
And they're building you a fucking fortress.
Here, we'll build you a physical one, and here's a cube that literally makes a fortress anywhere.
Yeah, an instant fortress is just a rare one. Yeah.
Well, would it be possible for we go ahead, commence the operation, and then you just let us think about it over while you pull the valuables in?
Sure. Yes, return whenever you are ready. Or try to notify us what you might want so we can potentially obtain it.
Absolutely, absolutely. All I ask is just a little bit of time so we can all decide what would be a better deal for us in this regard. We appreciate all the assistance on getting all of the leftovers out of there.
It'd definitely be interesting. I don't know if we've ever set foot in there. They both look at each other, and they just kind of talk a little bit. Like, no, I don't know if anyone's ever been there. In Dwarvish, so if anyone speaks word, if you can kind of understand what they're saying.
I understand what they're saying.
Okay.
My eyes are gonna go a little bit wide, and I'll just whisper to Reed again. It's like, it's actually a good idea just letting a kingdom around the weapon of mass destruction in there.
I don't think anyone knows how to use it except the Giants.
Yeah, but I'm then going to like look at the son of the giant who will tell them everything he knows about giant culture.
Oh, you're so right.
They don't have a way to rebuild it though. The dwarves don't. And these seem like pretty good people.
I mean, we'll get there when we get there. If they use it for something evil, we'll try to stop them.
Yeah. Like, who knows? Maybe they could make some kind of like big robot giant that will protect the village, or the kingdom.
Seems that at least we have a handshake, so to speak. So,
Yeah, they basically begin getting people in the area to. They start sending some people off to start building your keep. And I need to fucking buy strongholds and followers. Now I need to get. Because it'll be more fun that way.
as far as the little expedition, however you feel comfortable doing it is something. Just let us know how. The keep is cleared out to our knowledge, so it should be relatively safe. Um, but if necessary, we can accompany just help expedite the process.
And
It was either that.
can I hear a whisper? What um what about me? The elf lady who is still with you guys, and you haven't taken her back home yet.
Where's her home again?
Next on our to-do list, ma'am. We were just getting business sorted before, or we did
Is
that.
in the high forest.
That is very. Yes, I'm sorry. Um, as I said before, the keep should be cleared out. Um, there were some goblins in there and such, but if they weren't killed off, they were intimidated away. So if you run across anything, it'll be mostly the smaller things in the keep that were there. But I trust that you have some capable fighters that can deal with the little things like that.
They both smile.
We did make a promise to our traveling friend here that we'll get her home, so but yes, we will definitely get back to you as far as how we want to deal with the valuables and such beforehand so that you can get everything prepared.
All right. Thank you, Truth Seekers, for your service and assistance, and we will get that keep built. Toot sweet. Well, 100 days. It will be done, though. Any requests for special rooms?
Ooh, I wouldn't mind a alchemy slash magic lab.
I'm gonna whisper to Ezra. Ask him about the ship. If maybe they can fix it, or they know someone who can.
Or a carpenter's guild or something.
Oh yes. Well, you see, our ship, or the ship that we arrived on in Einslag, kind of got ruined by some fire giants. Do you know of anybody that can either repair a nearly pummeled ship or build airships?
They both look at the airship?
I know we were startled
Until you said airship, they were like, how do you sail a ship to Iron Slag?
It's a long story. Okay, do you have anyone that can repair a normal like boat ship? You have one that goes on the water. Me and Reed here could probably take care of the magic components that make it fly. Because they didn't look damaged, right? The two magic components in it.
Well, there's the balloon, which was destroyed. There is the hull, which is destroyed. The entire thing is pretty much destroyed.
Well, we'll have. Guess we'd have to order a big balloon then.
Well, in the time being, if you have the resources to reach out and find anybody that has the capability of doing so, or has even heard of it, um, just keep us in mind. It was very nice to not have to worry about traveling on a wagon.
You're better off trying to ask something of the more larger cities.
Understood. We figured we'd ask.
Water deep, right?
Probably, yeah.
I do remember you mentioning that your town's not too magically inclined.
Or
Sure.
magically enough inclined, but
More than average, but no one's quite as good as Waterdeep.
that's because there are an obscene amount of people in Waterdeep.
Oh yes. I wasn't criticizing your kingdom, ma'am. I was just saying it's hard to like compare it to Waterdeep when it comes to magic, at least.
I'm just gonna kind of walk by Valchara, pat him on the shoulder. Cut it loose now.
Well, I think things are going well.
Where did you leave your wagon? Where is the carriage? Where are the horses?
It's in Everlyn.
All right then.
Which is just across the river over there.
It's like another probably 3-4 days.
Oh, we could probably just buy some horses, buy some horses, ride there, pick them up, sell the horses if we don't need them anymore.
Probably won't, because once we get to the carriage already has horses.
Yes, draft horses. We could get better horses.
Is there any way we can procure some horses just to make our journey to Everland a little quicker?
We have goats.
Goats.
Here's a better question: do you guys have a carriage?
Tell you what. Why don't you head out with the team that's going to go build your tower? They'll be taking their supplies and such with them, so you can just hitch a ride with them.
Ooh,
Sounds like a plan.
we're gonna have to stop halfway through.
I mean, you can get to Everland and then go into the High Forest. The High Forest is huge.
Okay, I didn't think she'd be up for that. Like us, like getting to like right here, then bye home.
Oh, you can't even go through that way because there's no road. There's a road to here, and then nothing between these two here.
Okay, I saw the river and I didn't put two and two together about that. Okay,
If you had a floating boat, sure.
Ooh, that is on my wish list.
I know it's on your wish list.
Alrighty. Well, we appreciate your kindness. We'll get out of here. I'm sure you have more important things to deal with.
Well, there's definitely a lot less on our minds now. Thank you. All right.
Right then.
As you guys are leaving, Regmir will. I will take my leave here. I think. I think I can find someone here who can help me get back home. I appreciate all the assistance, and if you ever come to Gauntlgrim, please do, and we will reward you for helping retrieve Megara.
I actually have a question for you, Ragmir.
Yes.
That flask you have, does your village have more than one of them?
No. This wasn't even ours. We just... Someone that survived the assault saw it and recognized it for what it was.
Well, after you get you guys use that for like a forge, right? The elemental.
He nods.
If there's anything I could do that would make you guys willing to part with it after you get him back there, would that be possible?
Potentially.
Okay.
Oh, I need to speak with my father, of course.
So I am definitely interested in purchasing it. Would definitely be far too expensive, but if you guys ever need a job, like because you've personally seen we are good at jobs. If you need a job and you're willing to offer that as payment, I am willing.
Oh, we will certainly consider it. Thank you again for your assistance.
No problem.
Assuming we rest until the next day and leave with their building team.
He will give you back the Scroll of Bless that you had given him.
Still don't think any of us can use it, but great.
Leon can.
I can use it.
Oh, great. Goes to you then.
Sure.
Yeah. After we get back to Everlyn, and get her back to the High Force, I'm definitely up for some R&R, maybe some shopping. Ooh, we should go to Waterdeep.
How about first let's go ahead and drop off some of this coinage.
Yeah, that's why I want to go to Waterdeep. They steal the best stuff, and plus, we can very quickly get to Waterdeep from Everlyn.
Yeah.
Well, we also need to come. I'm assuming by the time we get to the High Forest, drop her off. They will be about done cleaning out Iron Slag. We do need to think about if we want to just take magic items or gold.
I'm definitely much more in the favor of magic items.
Magic
but
items.
But it depends on what we get.
Yeah, because we're only looking at two rare or one really rare.
Oh, what are you guys looking for? Or I'm kind of set on like really good stuff.
I would be more looking at. I'll have to look at the rarity of it because I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking about is rare. But
What are you thinking about?
The shard.
Frostbrand.
Frostbrand? That is very rare. A firebrand, or the one that the flame tongue is rare, I think. I might be wrong on that.
It didn't necessarily have to be a Frostbrand. I just have like experience of Frostbrand as a player, so I know how it works. But any like kind of magical item that does like that adds extra damage on top of my dice rolls, I will gladly take. But that's what I'm kind of looking at because I have Ruby of the War Mage, so it does the same thing as the Dark Shard Amulet.
What about you, Reed? I feel like it's been a while since you've got. Well, I guess you did just get that War Mage wand. But anything you would want?
Well, if not from that, but if no one wants it, I would like the ring we just got, the resistance one.
The resistance one?
The
Oh,
ring with the resistance to lightning, I think.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
I got no opposal to that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything I'm looking for. Gotten most of the stuff that I want.
Hey, also, Reed, you just came into some gold right now. Well, I guess it'll be 100 days before the keep's ready, but it's really close to Evelyn. You can probably pay one of your wizards just to, like, live there for a while and work on that circle.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, I could probably do that.
I want to have them do it after they like build a keep or something.
Well, it has to be done
Otherwise,
after, yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise they just know where it actually is, and
Yeah,
that kind of defeats the purpose.
like it'll be a while. Like out of character, I know like it will take 100 days to make the keep, and then a year to make the circle.
I know we decided to put the ring of resistance in the bag of holding, but I don't see it in the bag of holding.
I did not take it out.
You
I'm
may
just
have
saying,
not added it. But
yeah, I'm gonna add it in there. Or I'm not
well,
gonna
if
add
Reed's taking it, you only need to add it. So. But yes, you guys did get a ring of lightning resistance from that was on Duke's Alto, but nobody used lightning, so it never came into play.
One day, Reed will get struck by lightning.
One more
I don't
level
like
than I would
lightning.
have. Actually, it was 2 levels, wasn't it?
Yeah. I also don't see that brick I found in the head of that statue.
You just may not have been added yet. But yeah, you guys have that the iron ingot of the some other rune.
Yeah, like I said, it highly depends on as far as the magic items because we only either get one really good one or two not as good but still good, really good ones, and then 2,000 gold, which 2,000 gold's 2,000 gold, but
Oh yeah.
it really has to we just have to let them know kind of in advance so they can see about getting a hold of it.
Huh.
So we have to decide, if we're doing two items, what two of us out of the party are going to get those items.
Yeah. Like I said, one of my recommendations is a rare item called an Instant Fortress, but I don't think that's a high priority thing.
Well, we'll have to figure that out so that we can let them know.
Unless you want like a +2 rapier.
I mean, I would almost rather take. A +2 rapier would be nice. I'm toward like I want to get into a little more elemental damage, but at the same time, not gonna not gonna say no to +2 to my attack and 2 damage.
No, you could just get a flame tongue like me. They can be any weapon.
Yeah, that's very true. But we'll have to figure that out. So
Oh,
do we want to move the story along?
yeah, sure.
All right, you guys. As you guys, Reed, you get the elf. Can I ask? Do you have access to magic that can send messages?
Yes.
I guess it would be put my mind at ease if we get in contact with someone. If it's going to take a couple more weeks to get there, and it is going to take a while to get to Everland.
Okay. Well, during that time, I'm just gonna be asking
9
her
days.
to give me descriptions of the person she wants me to contact, so that way I'm familiar with them to meet the requirements for the spell.
Okay. You're given a name, Gorman Yinfield. She when you talked, I assume you send them a message at some point during the journey here.
Yes. I would first ask her the name that she would be recognized as, like in case she has a nickname or something.
Halani is fine.
Okay. Then I will say, I don't want this to sound like a hostage thing. Uh,
We have Honanese. We will give her back.
You could say you rescued her.
okay, yeah. I'm gonna say we. Oh my god, I can't stop laughing because I keep thinking of that.
We have Honanese. If you want her back, come to Everland. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
I don't know. I keep thinking about that. Well, I'll just basically tell them that we rescued her, and if they could meet us at the edge of the forest by Everland, it'd be easier for uh them to meet back up.
You get a reply, not near Everland.
Okay, then I'll
If,
use
oh,
another.
hold on. He continues. By the icy lake, she will know.
Then I'll just tell her that so she can guide us when we get to Everland.
Alrighty. Okay, that's I think that might be 2 days into the forest. We can get there though.
By the way, did we buy her clothing and stuff like that that actually fits her?
I can say you would have done that on the way, like at any other places. When you stopped in Dead Snows, they could have provided some clothing for her, some basic clothing.
Yeah, I'm sure Leon would have also not given us the clothes otherwise.
Like she
'Cause
was
I'm-
clothed, it was just wasn't stuff that fit her well. But you get some stuff that's a little bit more fitting. It fits better and not quite what she's used to, but is still, functional clothing that covers her.
Excellent. Well then, I guess we'll just ride along with this. Cause we got a big old convoy going through the night.
It takes like 9 days to get to Everland. But you get there and the dwarves kind of wave you off as they continue through. It is like early evening when you arrive in Everland.
The Grand Library. Anyone need some books?
That wasn't Silvery Moon.
Oh, never mind. I associate Reed's hometown with books.
Well,
I mean-
I'm sure Reed would probably want to check in with home base, considering we just got back in town.
Yeah, he was just here, wasn't he?
Well, it's been a
I'm,
couple days.
I'm joking.
But I could just message them, send them another message, and then we can continue.
All right. Be careful. See you soon. Good to know you survived.
All right, then let's go.
Oh, yeah, no more convoy.
It takes a little while to find, but like late evening, you guys are. Oh god damn it! No, I can't see the names. Hey. God damn it! For some reason, it fucking blocks the name. About right here. Evening hits, and you come to a. There's actually like a lake that is cold, and there's ice around it, and there is a waterfall here. It's a beautiful sight. And so when you get here, she's kind of, finally home. You have no idea how great it is to be back.
Oh, yeah, you were with yaks before this. I assume this is a step up.
I'm glad we were able to get you home at least. Just like with her saying that sentence, her not knowing what she her not knowing what that effect was towards me, I'm just like saying it kind of like looking towards the ground a little bit.
Thank you all so much for your kindness. It's unfortunate that Jevin and Vandar could not be with us, but
Yaks.
please don't remind me.
My bad.
Kind of like elbow pull Chara in the stomachs, just like not so rough that like I'm trying not to win out of him, just like sternly reminding him to be polite.
I thought I was being polite.
No.
I apologize.
As you guys are speaking, you see six moon elves approach from around the lake. One of them in front kind of. It seems to match the description of Gorman Reed. As he sees you all and sees Helani, Helani, in Elvish, I'm so glad that you are safe. So Reed will understand it, and I think Badger does. Oh, and Ezra as well.
As well, because I'm half elf.
Yes, I almost forgot about that. They kind of... Brother! And she runs up to him. He looks to you all. Thank you so much for bringing her back. We were worried quite much.
That was no problem. It was on our way.
Apologize, we don't have anything to give you, but this area of the forest is safe. You can rest here without the worry of predators or
I actually do have a question for you.
Yes.
What, what do you make of that part of the forest? Like, I'm gonna point in that direction and like, oh, I'll show them on the map, like this portion of the forest here.
We do not go there. There are foul things in that area.
Do they look like me at all? I'm just gonna like point towards my horns and junk.
No, they are shambling abominations that seem to corrupt the ground they walk upon.
Oh, it's the other thing. Right. I was told something about that. Okay.
I'm gonna whisper into Ezra's ear. Do we even know how she even got there in the first place?
She was they were they were attacked by fire. They were raided by yak folk or fire giants or something.
Just 3 people got kidnapped?
From what she told us when we first rescued her. I mean,
It's been a few days. That's why I'm asking.
it's or she was she was, I can't remember if she was taken in a raid, sold or something, but
I feel like
she
she
wasn't
got. I don't know.
she wasn't there on her own will. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I know. Just make sure like the situation of how she ended there just makes more sense to me.
Well, I'm saying, Elvin, make sure you all keep yourselves safe.
We will, and you as well.
Alrighty. Well, at least we know it's not just one undead.
That is true.
I'm not gonna ask you guys to go there. I'd like to first to do some shopping and rest up before, like, we even try going there. So another day.
The way it was described, we probably need to be better prepared.
Definitely.
He said we had to be stronger, and we are stronger.
One level later.
You guys have gained 2 levels since that encounter. But
Oh, okay.
you
Yeah, we
may
were
or may
told
not
about
join.
that. Yeah, we were told about that in Goldfield.
Yes.
So maybe, maybe not. Uh, again, yeah, like I said, I think right now is a bad time. Like I think we may be strong enough, but I'd rather do some shopping first. We just got out of a big fight.
What I meant by like getting better prepared is getting better equipment and all that.
Oh yeah. Like, okay. Uh, I'd definitely be up for a trip to Waterdeep first. If all of you guys are up for Waterdeep, I just assume that's like the best place to sell the gold stuff we got and the best place to go shopping.
Sure, but I think it's smart. It'd be smarter to um, cash in our spoils, so to speak, from Iron Slag first before we hit Waterdeep. Just just on the
Well,
on the small minor chance that we can get something that would cost us money in Iron Deep.
Iron Deep?
No, not Iron Deep, right? Water Deep.
He's mixing
Oh,
names now.
Okay. I was saying like we could sell our stuff in Waterdeep. They're like one of the biggest trading capitals.
I mean, though, as far as magic items, if we decide to go with magic items.
Oh, okay. You want to get business with Felbar settled first.
Yeah, just in case we wind up getting something we would have. Let's just say we get what we need from Felbar before we go to Waterdeep, and Waterdeep has the same thing. We already have it. We have to pay for it.
Okay, fair enough. We can pick up my wagon and horses in Everland, and then we can head back to Felbar then. Oh, and the other carriage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Evelyn, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we are we because it's probably pulling towards night now, so we'll probably have to rest in the woods.
Yeah, it is very dark now.
We'll have to camp here, and then travel to Everland.
Fair enough. Okay.
As far as Philwar, I think we should take the 2 party members that have the least equipment, as far as decent equipment, and then have them get taken care of, if that makes sense.
You mean like the 2 people that have the least magic stuff?
Yeah.
That'd probably be Leon and Reed then, or Badger.
I know some of us have +1s, which is, I mean, +1s are, they aren't the worst in the world. They could definitely be upgraded, but it would just be because like when we go to Waterdeep, there's going to be more options, and we'll have the gold for it, so the more opportunities will be there. But we can use this free token, so to speak, to upgrade, a couple people that don't have as much.
I have 2, so
Let's see, major items. Let me take a look here.
I got 5 magic items.
Pulchora has a lot of stuff. Badger has some
plus ones.
+1 weapons, and I think is she wearing that +2 breastplate?
Does she have was it a +2? Or is it +1?
I know I have a +1
I'm looking-
chainmail.
Who
so.
took the +2 breastplate?
That's me.
Okay, you took that. Okay.
Yeah, I counted. I have 6 magic items, and 4 of them are really, really good.
Yeah, let's see. She has the +2 +1 weapons and the helmet comprehend languages.
That's it, I think.
Some +1 arrows, a cloak of billowing.
And
I forgot she had a cloak of billowing.
Cloak of Billowing, yeah, but that's all.
That's a fun item. That's not really.
It's a fun item, so.
She has the opal of the Ildrune. When did she have that? Someone else have that. I feel like someone else has that.
I'm looking at.
Those are mine.
That's yours?
Oh yeah, she has the
Oh no,
Opal of the Ild.
I'm just putting my magic items in the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she has that. That's actually her only attuned item currently.
Reed's doing somewhat okay. He's got some good items.
I think he's full up on attuned right
Yeah,
now.
I am.
Ooh, also, just a quick question. I'm assuming Evelyn has ink, right?
You can get some.
How much? I will buy them out.
I know you're gonna buy them out. Make a persuasion check.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't think it'd be something that like would get in the way of all this.
I think we got the opal around the same time we got the shard, didn't we?
The Opal of the Ildrune is a decent magic item, I'd say.
Well,
For what-
Shara, you can
for all
get
it does.
250 gold worth of ink.
I will take it.
I'd say it's probably gonna come down between uh Badger and well, Leon, what do you have exactly?
I'll give him one moment.
You get a couple good items, but I think you only have one attuned item.
Yeah, no, I have like 2 if I count the chainmail.
The chainmail is not an attuned item, and that's just, you know,
Plate mail.
that's not attuned. That's just a bonus.
The +1 plate armor is just normal.
Yeah, that's normal. That's not.
Yeah, most +1s attuned.
Then I just have that one attune item then. Plus the Slayer's giant Slayer Greatsword.
I only have one attuned item, I think, which is the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Who has the rod again? Is that Polchara?
A pack keeper, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, since we're going back to Everland, who wants that poll of locate object? It's an attuned thing, and I'm currently full on those slots.
Well, the pole's not is too big for one person to carry, right? Like on their person.
Maybe if we keep in the bag of holding.
Holding, you can't tune to it. You have to have it on your person.
Okay. Never mind then. Huh. I wonder is there any way we could like combine the collapsing pole with this thing? Like just combine their effects.
Be the weirdest thing ever.
Yep. Just shrink it down.
Depending on what all Leon has, I think it's gonna come down to between Badger and Leon.
Yeah. Well, you guys can decide, of course, like over the course of however long, I guess. You guys got a couple things you can do over the course of the week. But are you guys doing watches?
I'm working on scrolls.
Well, you didn't pick up any. You guys didn't stay in Everland yet.
Oh, I just meant like on the journey to Velbar. Sorry.
What? Oh, you mean back when you guys go back? Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Badger will do a watch.
We're gonna go with the 4 of you that are here.
Gotcha.
Who's taking? Just take. Who's taking first?
Man, I'll take first, I guess. Don't matter.
All right. Make a perception check.
Like
6.
Oh boy.
It is very beautiful here. It's serene. You have never seen anything like this in your life. It's calming. All right, Leon. I guess you're the second watch.
Apparently so.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. A 4. What are you doing during this watch, I guess?
Probably just falling asleep. Just nodding off slowly.
All right. Who was third? Polchara?
Yep. Let's see.
All right.
What is going on?
Thanks, Jack of all trades.
So, what do you what's your Pulchara doing? What are you thinking about?
Oh, I'm thinking of all the magic stuff I'm gonna pick up in Waterdeep.
Hmm.
I'll get a boat that's in a cube.
All right, read. Okay. Something that everyone else seems to have missed. There's actually in like the center of the dome, there is something lightly glowing. Almost like a golden glow inside the center of the dome itself. Inside with you guys.
Okay. Huh. Can I do identify on it?
As you go to touch it, to cast your identify spell, it kind of morphs and it seems to have a string. And two ends of it almost seem like they're made of fine ivory with a golden handle wrapped in fine leather. You can cast identify. Laying in the center of your dome is a short bow version of the oath bow. You have no idea how it got there because no one noticed it.
Well, I'm sure Badger will be very happy.
Probably, yeah.
Indeed.
What would that read? Do you just like take it and just like tuck it up against Badger?
Yeah, I'll just place it next to Badger. I'm like, where did this come from?
Shrug your shoulder, put it by Badger.
Yeah. It must have been her. She probably just magically made it float. Yeah. It's not creepy at all.
Does Reed just shout out this
No,
is here?
I'm just thinking this in my head. Since there seems to be no imminent threat, I wouldn't have woken any of you up. I would just placed it next to Badger and thought that this was very creepy, and I would have just tried to pay more attention if there's anything around us. That's pretty much it.
You saw that, but it almost when you touched it, you almost felt like some kind of a feeling of thanks, as if something is thanked you all, and it did so with this.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I would definitely have just placed it next to Badger and wouldn't have woken anyone up. I would just explain to them that appeared in the middle of the night.
Huh. Weird. Well, I guess the gods like us. Wait, did our renown reach the gods?
You don't know.
I mean,
Maybe they did.
I pray to my god.
I knew we'd
I
be
pray,
famous
I-
from this.
the hardest I've ever had. My God, now.
Thanks, Jesus.
You're welcome.
I was gonna bring a prayer to my goddess.
Who is Leon's god?
Just an angel.
Ah. All right, you guys wake up. Still beautiful, beautiful scene, picturesque.
God, it's never ugly here. Like, even Goldenfield has its off days.
You know, when it was ransacked by devils and giants.
Yeah, that was. It still looked better than most towns, but like it. Yeah, that was definitely one of its off days.
When Liverlast was on fire.
Oh god, that was a tragic experience.
Badger doesn't have any other attuned items outside of that bow, or is the helm of comprehension?
The helm is not. The opal of the Ildrune is.
Which I don't think I've ever seen her actually use in any shape or form.
No, it hasn't really come up
That's-
much because, like, let's see. It gives resistance to cold damage, which has not come up.
I'm gonna leave it as she's not attuned to it for now, just because it hasn't come up.
Right.
And
But
then
for the
learn
opal,
as
oh, she has the opal. She can. That's like she only has one attuned item, so it's not a big issue.
I went ahead and marked the bow as attuned to her because I'm assuming she's going to use it.
I assume she is, yeah. I'll need to add an entry for her. Why don't I do that real quick?
I'm assuming it's a regular D6 damage plus her dexterity and all that. Fun
Yes.
I just thought of something really stupid. I may have brought this up before. Maybe I'll ask for an unmovable rod. And then I could just climb like a ladder anywhere I go with my 2 unmovable rods. Like
You have definitely brought this up before.
Yep. That's a good idea. Or I could literally get like 10 of them and just make a ladder.
Yeah, guys. You guys head back to Everland, I assume.
Indeed.
Let's take a quick break here. I can get more water and such.
All right.
Okay.
Nope, nope.
And you guys can think about what you might want if you wish to. A little bit more time to think.
Way back.
We shall return, everybody.
Well, it did just strike me that we will eventually have to use this conch of teleportation. But, yeah, that's problems for later. How's your Pot of Awakening going, Reed? Oh, guess I'm the only one here. Soda time.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, thanks. I'm back, and I brought my soda. Well, any clue what you're going to ask for, Leon?
Not really.
Maybe plus. You already have +1 armor, don't you?
Yep.
Ooh, what about an animated shield? it just floats around you, and it doesn't take up one of your hand slots, and it just acts as a shield. It's kind of like what was that one sacred shield, that one spell you do, but just like a permanent shield.
You mean Shield of Faith?
Yeah, it's like Shield of Fate, but permanent, and it doesn't take a spell slot.
It's like some sort of downside to it, though.
What's the downside?
Yeah, I'm sure there is some sort of downside to it.
Well,
Requires
while holding
attunement
this shield,
holding-
you can speak its command word as a bonus action to cause it to animate. The shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you as if you were wielding it, leaving your hands free. The shield remains animated for 1 minute until you use a bonus action to end the effect, or until you are incapacitated or die. At which point the shield falls to the ground or into your hand if you have one free.
So basically, it's just there, just like a.
It looks like it'll just save you spell slots for that, and you may be able to cast it on top of it. Actually,
You can. Just with different turns.
Sounds.
it is a very rare, so it is within the possibility. You definitely did a lot during the Iron Slag thing. I think you deserve something nice.
Brad said
Oh,
he has 2 attacks now.
You do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm back.
Roger.
So what are we thinking now that Badger's got a new magic item?
I feel that was much better than what the book says. So, and much more useful. And more fun.
I'm guessing the book just says here's some gold or something.
It's something else. I'm not gonna say what it is. But
Okie doke. Fair enough.
Leon, what stuff do you got?
As in,
Like, items do you have on hand that are like, what's like all the magic items you have on hand? What's your attunement at the moment? All that.
I only have one attunement item.
At the moment, I only have the only thing I have on hand is I got +1 Morning Star, Ring of Mind Shielding, which is attuned, and let's see it. Oh, Ruby of the War Mage as well, but Ruby of the War Mage is an attunement item.
You know, it's a super useful item, but we've had one in the past. A ring of spell storing.
I thought we still had it.
Rizwin has it.
Rizwin, she took it with her. Gotcha. I would say it's kind of hard. It's actually kind of our decision now because
Yeah, no. How'd you feel about that shield, Leon? Or is that a no?
I mean, it's useful for the most part for like a minute. Though in all fairness, though, they all just shoot over my AC anyway, regardless.
They get a couple over your AC. When it's whenever you don't have Shield of Faith up, it's like 20. Whenever you do, it's like 21.
I even.
Yeah, it's always like well above, or it doesn't hit.
For a paladin, it's like the only way you're gonna have a guaranteed hard to hit is if you carry a shield at all times.
Most of the time, Leon's been hit is because it's went well over his AC. He's just unlucky like that.
I guess I'm just looking at it as, even though I don't have +1 armor, I still have armor that does something useful for the most part. And I know Badger only has breastplate. She doesn't have anything higher than that. It would help if she was able to get, even if it was a like +1 breastplate, or if there was a breastplate that conformed to her body, that would be like a good armor. Would be a good item to use it on.
A lot of magic items do that. The +1 breastplate or +2 breastplate that you guys got from the Eye of the Allfather, that shrunk down to fit Bolchara.
Yeah.
Magic.
But what I'm saying is we could use one of those rare item slots or something like that, so that she can increase her AC.
And that's something they probably may even have on hand.
Back.
And
Other
that's
things
just,
may be more difficult to get.
I mean, that's a rare item, right? Like +2
Mhm.
breastplate,
+1 breastplate is, yeah.
+1. Well, even so, we can get her that to increase her AC, because she already has a +1 bow. I mean, armor for me has to be kind of really good for me to drop my adamantium, because trading crit proof is kind of hard to think about.
I think it saved you on more than one occasion.
Yes, it has. So it's got to be pretty darn good in order for it to, for me to consider dropping it.
Adamantine plate, half plate. If you can even carry that, I don't know if that has a strength requirement. It might.
My strength is way down there. I
Yeah.
couldn't even, like, adamantium, I think, is just like the regular adamantium armor is. I think it's only disadvantage just because of the material.
It's advantage because it's a scale mail. If you had an adamantine
mails.
breastplate, it wouldn't be disadvantage.
That would be something I would be interested in if I was able to get a hold of it. Because my AC right now is 18 with a shield, and breastplate was 14 plus your dex. If I'm correct in saying that.
With the breastplate, it's basically the same as your armor, just without the stealth disadvantage, and might weigh less too.
If I'm able to get anti-man breastplate, I would gladly ditch my current armor. If that's something I can get either at Waterdeep or if they have that on hand. Because Leon's good on armor. He's got +1 plate mail. Machar's good. He's got +2. Reed doesn't need it. And Badger, if we use one of those items for +1, we can get her set up. I just don't know what adamantium breastplate would be considered.
Same. It's just more expensive. So you could potentially trade it, but you'd probably have to pay something to make up the difference.
I could trade in my antiminium that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Leon, how would you like a ring of regeneration?
A ring of regeneration? What's the deal?
Every 10 minutes, you regain 1d6 hit points. And if you lose a body part, you could regrow it over the course of a week. It is a very rare item, too. And I know that's more of like the battle of nutrition, though. Like if we were in another one of those like fire giant dungeons.
That would have been helpful before we gone in, though, to be honest.
I'm sure we'll find another one. I mean, this sounds like an item that wouldn't be bad to have.
I'd rather not have to go deal with that whole situation again.
It's our lifestyle, though. I'm sure we will. Either way, Ring of Regeneration. I don't think that's a bad choice if we could get it.
They are nice.
Not to mention, if any one of us lost a limb, we could just borrow it.
It requires attunement.
Well, yeah, it only takes like an hour to get unattuned to something.
And then it takes about at least a day before you get it back.
It's an hour to attune to something and an hour to unattune to something.
No, to get your body part back.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like a downtime thing. Like, oh, we're gonna just sit in here for a week. Here, hold
yeah,
this.
it's
Get that shit back.
1d6. Yeah, it's 1d6 plus 1 days, and you have to have at least 1 hit point the whole time. Either way, like the 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, like that sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds useful, or at least.
Like that would pretty much mean during a long rest you would get 66, or during a short rest you'd get 66 hit points back just from a short rest.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice item. Whether or not they can get one easily, hard to tell.
Just like I said, if we're just like thinking about rare items, I definitely say we put that one on the table of possible ones.
We do that though, that we can only get one.
Yeah, you get that and nothing else.
We get just the ring and then two grand worth of gold.
Now, to be fair, we're about to go back to a water deep. Like they do enchantments down there. Like if Badger wants like some better armor, she could get it enchanted.
I should have made a list of things that they might have had available at the time. I might do that.
Well, let me ask you this, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we were in Waterdeep, they obtained something like aluminium breastplate. Is that something that would be possible to get a hold of in Waterdeep?
I think if you were willing to trade in the one that you have, you'd probably have to pay like 500 gold to exchange it for adamantine breastplate. It would have cost 900 otherwise.
But that's something I could easily do in Waterdeep.
I'd say so. That's something that it's not a hard enchantment. That's only an uncommon item.
Then yeah, if that's the case, then I'm on board with us getting a ring of regeneration. if that's something that can be get a hold of. Because I mean, the $2,000 we would get would cover both the 2 items that we'd be looking at trading in to get, you know. Not to mention all the other crap that we have on us that we haven't sold yet.
You guys definitely have a lot of stuff in the bag.
Yeah, we still gotta get that sold.
Is Reed back?
I think it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm okay with.
We've just been shooting the shit for the past half hour.
Um,
While live. Hi everybody. We're still shooting the shit. How are you all?
sorry, we're just discussing magic items because we have lots of trading power.
It's a big decision.
I'm all for the Ring of Regeneration. My biggest concern was just making sure everyone in the party that does wear armor has an upgrade of some sort. So, as long as we can cover those needs, and then we can get whatever else we want in Waterdeep, depending what they have. Yeah, but we can go for the Ring of Regeneration since we still get some gold on the side of it.
If you get the Ring of Regeneration, you will not get any gold from them. That would be the only thing you get from them.
Well, still, we haven't
Yeah.
stuff in our bag of holding.
You guys got a lot of money, yeah. Yeah,
We-
get cash.
Like, I got 3,000 gold on me right now, and that's chump change compared to what we have in the bag of holding for items.
I'm on board with it.
Okie doke. Any
Badger
objections
was
to the
fine.
Ring of Regenerations then?
Nope.
All right, so Reed, you can send them a message that's saying that this is what you're looking for. Yeah, ooh, that could take a while. Do what we can.
Okay, and I'll let everyone know. They'll do what they can.
Ah, excellent.
Well, I guess while we're waiting on them to do that, then we just go to Waterdeep.
Yay! My home away from home.
Okay.
Well then, read Chaos Control us.
Yeah, I'll guide you guys back to the teleporting location so we can teleport back to Waterdeep.
We may be back, horsies. Are my horsies still alive?
You guys have been gone so long.
Has no one been feeding them?
Has no one stolen anything?
Well, the thing, you've been gone so damn long, they may have just let him go.
I mean, I would assumed my chicken was dead, but
Oh god, that's gone. That's way gone.
The chicken has decomposed at this point. It's probably almost a skeleton.
oh my god. Well, who's up for war horses with armor?
Armoring us up before we go for war horses.
Yeah. How much is a war horse? 300 gold?
I heard what the PHP says. They're not cheap. All right, you're heading to Waterdeep?
Yep.
Yeah, Chaos Control.
All right.
It's 400 gold for a warhorse.
Now, do you guys just want to, like, trade in the treasure items for gold?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that big gold dress, like, I think it looked nice on me, but...
You guys can carry that.
Yeah.
Give me a bit. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm going to add it all up to see how much gold worth of shit you guys have. Which is a lot. Although there's some gold rings in here, I don't know how much they're worth. Probably not much.
Might as well cash in some of these stones we have too.
And these gems.
Get just empty out the gifts because those gems, you know, they may be small chunks of gold, but they add up.
The thing about gems is they're meant to take a place of having heavy coins with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. If you guys want to sell the gems, I think I may know someone who'd be interested. But I think most of you don't want to see him.
Please tell me you're not talking about who I think you're talking about.
I'm talking about Mr. Spark.
God almighty.
We'll wait. We'll see how we're doing with actual items.
Yeah, we'll see if we already have a buyer for them.
Do you guys want the blank books as part of this as well? Like as just to sell, potentially?
Yeah, I mean, how much are they worth individually?
25 each. You have 2 of them.
I mean, might as well. It's just taking up space in the bag.
Alright, this is without the gems. Oh my god, this is so much. This is gonna be so much.
Reed, you could make a spare spell book with all this. It's only like 10 gold per spell.
Do you want to trade all that in for that gold there? 6,300 gold.
That'll definitely cover some things we need and more.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna delete these things from the items, okay?
You do.
I'll add 6,300 to your gold. And jeez, that's a lot of weight in gold. But with all this stuff, it kind of evens out.
Oh, so considering all this and like us taking a magic item versus taking the gold, we probably won't be having enough for an airship. Which we still have to ask around Waterdeep to see if anybody...
Well, here's the thing. You guys, in terms of the gems you guys have, you have... Give me a bit. I didn't take these ones into account.
Yeah, I also just saw that we have 63 platinum in the bag too.
You also have that, so that's like you have like 7,000 just in coinage itself in the bag. Jesus Christ.
Okay, how about this? How does everyone feel about asking around Waterdeep to see if anybody knows anyone that can, we can commission an airship? Or if anyone even knows of anyone in favor can commission an airship.
Commission an airship.
I don't think
Ah.
we're getting that one repair.
I'm gonna rack my brain, see if I can think of anyone that kind of makes carpentry with magic use.
I'll go ahead and I'll say this. To get one made, or to get one, it's going to cost 10,000 gold.
Okay, that's not bad, actually. Considering all we have.
I might be being generous, but that is what I'll say.
But it's up to you guys on that one. We'll pretty much have to... because we have to keep in mind we also get magic items too, so we may have to cash in our gems and then use some of the platinum in the bag of holding to do it, but we can pull it off.
To tell you the truth, I'd be happy with just a hot air balloon.
That would be slow as hell.
Would it be faster than walking?
No, not really.
Oh.
Plus, the carry weight capacity wouldn't be as good.
Be pretty bad.
To be honest with you, investing in an airship will probably be better than investing in war horses,
Yeah.
provided we get it, alive.
That second number for the gold, the
That's
69,
that 6920 is from the gems. If you sold those, that's basically how much gold you have in gems.
Oh, okay. So I just thought that was the new total. Okay.
No, that's if you want a total of the value of inside your bag here. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, we could definitely afford it then. Wonder how long something like that's going to take to make. Probably a long time.
You have 13,850 gold basically in the bag.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yes.
I'm just gonna do this. I'm going to put that in as platinum. I'm gonna remove all the gems. Is that cool?
I mean, sure. However, it all cashes out because
I'm fine with that.
So because in Waterdeep, it's easy enough to exchange money for whatever. Like you can get certain gems, like diamonds are hard to come by, if only because they're for what they're used for. I know there's some spell focuses are as well. But yeah, you guys have a lot of money. There's a reason I called this episode Payday.
I mean, I'm more than happy us all pitching in for an airship because between all of us, I mean, in personal money, I know we all have at least over 2,500 on our
Did-
personal.
You said it was 10,000, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got enough in the bag of holding for it.
Any magic item we want, as long as we spend it right, we can get what we need out of our pocket if we need to.
Essentially.
So I'm all on board on getting an airship. We have the funds for it.
Okie doke. I definitely would like that.
Ooh, I wonder if we can have them commission a spot on the tower to kind of like
Like a helipad, but for the ship.
yes,
A dock.
yes, a dock. That's it. That's what we need is a dock. Like
Yeah, we make it look like a dock for like a ship out at sea, like
Yeah.
a wooden pier. Like,
yeah, it's just high up in the air.
who'd build a dock up there?
The fuck is that?
People are always confused by us.
That is a fair statement.
Then have like a crane that like just holds the ship in place.
Yeah, when we don't have giant flying airships or like boat docks on castles or carrying giants into town, we're still just a purple devil and a bunch of weirdos.
I like how you act like you're the normal one in this group.
Oh no, I was the weirdest one. I gave myself like top billing as the weirdo by mentioning myself first. Although I think we can all agree, all of us combined are not as weird as Gregory Hollow.
He's a special case.
Yep.
But yeah, I am totally okay with selling gems off, doing whatever we need to do within the bag of holding to pay for the airship, and then what we have left over is what we have left over.
Right.
All right.
I think I'm gonna buy a couple of spells.
Okay. What are you looking into? Well, Reed, you can probably get whatever from the Harpers.
Yeah. Well, to make it simpler, I'll just message you later, just
Sure.
to make
I mean,
sure like you're approved.
it'll cost. It might cost a little bit because but like Crowan probably has access. He's a fucking archmage. He probably has access to most spells, or a lot of spells.
Okay.
Ash would probably go ahead and see about getting her breastplate enchanted. Or find someone that's selling enchanted breastplate.
We'll see. If she does, that'll be. Oh. You pull out another book for a rough price because that's actually really expensive because +1 armor is a rare item.
Ooh, and those cost a penny.
That's like in the neighborhood of 2,500 to 3,000 gold for a breastplate.
Okay, well, definitely leave that decision up to her for that if she wants to do that. I know I'm gonna want to get breastplate with and many a minute.
All right. If you want to do that, get rid of 500 gold and get rid of your adamantine scale mill and take an adamantine breastplate. I will, well, whatever downtime you guys are doing here in Waterdeep, I will allow you to find one. But it'll just cost you an extra 500 gold.
That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Now I have no disadvantage. Woohoo!
Oh,
Pochar, was there something special you were looking for? Did you say?
not sure if there's anything special I'm looking for. I was mostly just looking for the magic carpenter, or that could arrange this
Oh.
boat deal.
Make an investigation check.
Do 9.
It is hard to try to find someone for this. We'll come back to that next week.
Fair enough. I guess the only other thing I'd really want to look for is because it's somewhat been coming up. Anyone selling a folding boat?
Let's see, that is a... You're in
So
Waterdeep? I
Oh,
don't
it's actually-
think it would be too difficult to find one.
Oh, I also looked at this. I was thinking about this. Like, did not realize it was a rare item.
I think it would cost 2,500 gold.
2,500. Like gold for basically a prop. Let's see. No, I'm gonna say no. Sorry.
That's fine.
I went in just thinking like, oh, folding boat. That's gotta be like an uncommon. Nope.
No, that's a rare item, because it's basically a big fucking full boat.
Yeah, I know. Like if we weren't trying to get the flying boat, it'd be a definite yes.
It would be more of a potential, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Leon? Anything you're looking for? Anything special you're doing here?
No, not really.
What do you want to do? Anything in your downtime? Because Waterdeep is, giant, and there's a lot of shit to do here.
Do you want to team up in the fight pit?
I don't think there's gonna be like a tag team in the fight pit. I mean, we can just go sit down and watch if you want. That's fine.
I wouldn't mind participating, but maybe we could save that for next week, though.
Perhaps.
DM.
Yes.
I would like to look for I like to see if I can find any other magic items as far as like weapons, to see if there's anything like a flame tongue sword or anything similar to that available.
That would be, even if it's a rare item, those would still be like pretty expensive. Probably 3,000 to 3,500 gold.
Okay. We'll, I guess, look into it more next week. Just say we're still water deep next week. And
Yeah. I mean, you guys can just discuss stuff in the chat here, and we can figure stuff out. Sorry this is a little, maybe a little boring, folks. Shopping and downtime stuff can sometimes be a little slow, but... What about you,
Long
Reed?
time
Oh yeah,
coming.
Reed, you said you're looking for spells.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's pretty much it. I'm not really interested in magic items at this point.
You got a pretty good haul. I mean, that wand was a good find. I rolled randomly and you got a wand.
That was gonna be the thing I was gonna look after we finished. But
Really?
I just got, yeah, I was.
Yeah, you found one.
Currently only, I'm just looking at the spells. Currently only have 3, which is alarm, gentle repose, and water breathing, just in case.
Oh, those would be easy to get a hold of. Like, alarm is a pretty standard thing that a lot of wizards will take, so... And that's only, what, level 2?
Alarm's level 1.
Level 1,
Gentle,
okay. Gentle Repose is level 2.
And water breathing is level 3.
Right. Yeah, if you're water deep, I think water breathing would be pretty easy to find, especially with the Harpers, your connections there. Because those are such easy ones to get, I think it wouldn't cost you anything, except for the whatever ink it takes to transcribe them.
Okay.
I need to talk to what's his name? Because he mentioned he did mention something about the secret identity thing to us beforehand before he
Oh,
left.
Crowan?
Yeah.
Well, you guys left Everland.
We have to go back eventually.
Well, you're not going to go any right now anyways, so I mean...
Yeah, I mean, like, just like when we leave, do the teleporter through Waterdeep, I'll talk to him when we go back to Everland.
I mean, it'll be ready when you're ready to go home. Pretty much. Anyway, folks, we'll go ahead and call it here. In the awkward silence of us just talking. Thank you for watching and putting up with us and our bullshit. We appreciate it, and we will see you all next time. Maybe they will continue the journey. We'll figure the downtime stuff out over the course of the week beforehand.
Yeah, I'm thinking next week's going to be a hot spring episode.
Well, we'll find out if you use the teleportation thing.
Figuratively, not literally.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Who knows?
'Cause you don't know where it'll take you. In the end, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, darling.
Night, everybody.